We are one of many sites of a larger program offering PCIT services to the community. Our site specializes in working with families who have a child with autism or social communication differences. Oftentimes, children with autism have differences in the way they experience the world, the way they engage with people socially, the way they engage in play and different behaviors, and that can sometimes lead to challenging behaviors for the child, and then making it also challenging for the parents to know how to respond to those behaviors.
For us, we were seeing a lot of communication resistance and difficulty with Leo and ourselves, and we just felt like we weren't able to break through in the way that we wanted to, and we knew that a lot of that had to do with the way we were approaching things, and we just frankly knew we didn't have the skills.
I learned about PCIT from the CARD Mom Support Group. Someone came in and spoke about the program, and several of the moms had completed the program and said really positive things about it. So I then looked it up online and thought it was an interesting thing to do. And also we needed help with Leo, like we needed to communicate better with him. And I thought that based on the description that I saw and the praise that the program got from the other moms, it would be a good thing for us to do.
So, as with any PCIT family, we start off by talking and asking about their treatment goals, but then also the values that they have as a family. So we did do that with this case, and the main priority that they had was helping the parents understand when Leo was communicating his needs. So, we took a strengths-based neuroaffirming approach to address this in recognizing and validating his communication attempts and making him feel more understood.
I hope that this doesn't sound terrible, but my initial expectations weren't that high. I really thought it would just be a program that helped me kind of just communicate effectively with him, and perhaps would let me, just learn how to discipline him in a way that's very different from, what I had done in the past. And those sound like big things, but I didn't expect much movement. Like, okay, I learned something new, but I don't know that I didn't have the expectation that Leo would follow the way that he did.
I'm not sure I had a lot of initial expectations, to tell you the truth. I generally just try to kind of come into these things open-minded. However, I guess I would say that I was certainly hopeful that we found a way to communicate so that we could get past a lot of his frustrations that he was having. We knew he understood stuff, but we didn't know how to phrase things in a way that really connected with him.
And with every family, we attempt to personalize our approach. So we think about the unique needs of the family, the unique needs and characteristics of the child, and think about how we can use these skills and these strategies to develop more positive pro-social behaviors and address any areas of difficulty for the family. So in this case, we thought a lot about Leo's unique communication differences and his sensory differences, and really discussed a lot amongst one another and with the family themselves on how we can use these skills to still honor Leo's communication needs and sensory differences, but also help them to engage in more meaningful interactions with one another.
So what was really neat about being able to conduct PCIT at home via virtual sessions is that we were able to really tackle head-on some of the issues that the families were struggling with. So with this particular family, there was a lot of issues surrounding transition. So what was nice about doing it at home is that we were able to really coach the parents to transition from a preferred toy to a less preferred activity, and again, empower the family to be able to tackle on those skills on their own.
And parents actually requested us to start with the home sessions, also because Leo has a lot of challenges in going to new places, and it can be really hard for him to meet new people and be in settings that he's not familiar with. So we knew that was going to be a goal for us at the end of treatment, but wanting to work up to that. So we had most of our early sessions at home and then transitioned to some in-clinic sessions towards the end of treatment when parents were really well versed in the skills and could really support him in helping him make that transition into the community.
Mm-hmm.
25. Wow. And now you're going to looking for a new color. What
Fantastic
one will
behavior
Leo
description.
pick? And we're sorting through the colors to find one we really want.
Great
What do
behavior
you think?
descriptions helps him stay focused and helps also with his vocabulary.
Wonder what's... Oh, you knew. It's 31. You wrote 31 in red. Wow, Leo.
Perfect behavior
Oh
description.
my gosh. Oh, we found an orange crayon. 32. Oh, that was too easy for you. Oh,
He's responding so well to your CDI skills.
33. Oh my goodness. How do you know how to do those numbers?
Oh,
That's
he's up for a hug.
amazing.
He's looking
That's
at you.
amazing. Good job,
Oh,
buddy. You're so
oh
smart.
my goodness, he's
You're
hugging.
so smart. You're just like your mama. You're so smart. Okay,
I
now.
like that.
See, oh my goodness, it's kind of silly. Thanks for eating all those cookies very nicely.
Nice label praise.
Look at you.
Look at
Such
you.
a good cookie eater. You're like a little cookie monster, aren't you? Yes, you are.
Nice label praise.
Cookie monster, cookie monster. Chocolate's my favorite. You're eating the chocolate cookies so nicely. Oh, even the crumbs. Yes. Eat the crumbs. Eat it all.
Yeah.
Leo, can you put the bag
Oh,
in the
Leo,
basket?
put bag in basket.
Put bag in basket.
Beautiful, making that a direct command. Now we wait quietly.
Thank you. That was great. Throwing out the cookies and listening to instructions.
Great job following instructions, putting down great job describing that and making that a label praise. That was beautiful.
That's amazing. Oh, you're helping yourself?
Nice behavior description.
Nice. Helping yourself. Yeah.
We already kind of giggle about the fact that we're PCIT semi-pros, right? We're not perfect by any stretch, but we find ourselves using it all the time. Ironically enough, I find myself using a variation of it at work. Not to be too flippant on using it, but I do find that when you recognize people for their strengths and you're able to reinforce that, it gives them a certain amount of confidence to do a good job, whether it's your kid or even a coworker sometimes. So there's a lot of parallels, and I like the word present, because I think the thing that can happen when you get in a state of frustration of not knowing what to do is you can kind of just go through these moments hoping that I'm guilty of this, of hoping that isn't bedtime. And then you feel terribly guilty about having that emotion, but it's also real. And like, I can't listen to too much more of this crying. I hope he goes to sleep. But finding the tools to actually dig a little deeper and actually make a connection, it's pretty cool.
We didn't know that he participated in pretend play, for example. And we discovered that a few weeks into the program. Like, I was shocked. I almost fell off of his bed when he was pretending to be a worm, because it was just not something that I had recognized before. So the program really helped open my eyes to all of these things that he's been doing, right, that I just didn't know how to interpret. Well, my involvement in PCIT is benefiting my family now, because it's just we've created this trust with Leo. So he listens more. He's just happier to interact with us. The process of giving him an action or a command to do is just so much easier now. So it's just, I think, something that we're applying in our day-to-day life. Our other family members have also followed suit with a lot of things, like my sister, who you've met. She came here once. But it's been something that I think will apply for the rest of our lives. It's some of the pieces are challenging because, you know, for X amount of years you've been doing things in one particular way. But I think, you know, the repetitiveness of it all really has helped kind of sink in the behaviors that you want, and, you know, how you want to act around your child, and you know, what you want to ask of your child. So I think that it's helping us now presently, and we're just going to continue to add to it, right? So that we can leverage all the skills that we've learned in the program for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, I think for me, the biggest change, or the most meaningful change that I've seen with this family has actually been with the parents. That they started PCIT already with a really strong bond with their child, and with a lot of really nice skills. They were already very strong advocates for Leo. They were really motivated and invested in his growth. But they really fully embraced this program in a way that I don't think I've seen many other families do. And they put in the effort every day. They were sometimes one step ahead of us in, you know, generalizing the skills to new situations before we would encourage them to do that. And by the end of the course of the program, they were telling us so that they've developed so much more understanding of Leo and his needs, patience, their own emotional reaction to these challenging situations with Leo had gotten so much better. They were more patient, more regulated during these situations, and so that was just really really beautiful to see, and their bond as a result really strengthened.
It seems like Leo now feels more heard and understood, and they just all seem more in tune with each other, so that's been nice to see.